Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to Community School. Tonight we're having a live chat with Tricia Biz. If you're here, hi guys, good evening. Welcome to Community School. If you're here, I'm so happy to have you. I'm so glad that you're here. We're starting in a few minutes. We just wanted to. I'm just here to welcome you guys. If you're here early, take a screenshot, take a whatever it is you normally do, and post it for everyone who's not here to see it, and so they can join. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Hang tight. It's about to be a lovely experience. So if you're here already, say hi to someone in the comment section. I see you, Michelle. Hi, Olatunde. Welcome. Ella Forte. It's so good to have you here. 20 Stripe. I see you, Lamide. Glory, Damilola, Sylvie Moses. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. So good to have you. I'm so glad that you're here and that you are here early. So say hi to someone in the comment section, just like I just said hi to everyone. Say hi to someone in the comment section. We're good to go in a few minutes. All right, so I have my computer in front of me and Instagram live this way. I'm only on Instagram live for like another few minutes. Once Trisha gets here and we start on YouTube, we're leaving Instagram, right? So everybody go to YouTube. So guys, everyone in the comment section, go to YouTube. Like, just hit the link in my bio, head to YouTube. That's what's happening. If you're here, let me know what your expectations are of today. What are you expecting? What do you want to get out of this evening? Let me know. I'm really excited. I've been a part of me has been nervous most of today because of what we're going to experience this evening. Not nervous like in a bad way, but just out of excitement. I'm just so excited. If this is your first community session, please say so and let's welcome you in the comment section. If this is your first time in community. We have community school every week, every Sunday at 8 p.m. If you didn't know about it, you've been sleeping on a bicycle. But better late than never, right? Better late than never. So if this is your first community school session, welcome. Damilola, welcome. Um, so let me know in the comment section, what do you guys want to see today? I gathered your questions from yesterday and I'm going to bombard Trisha with them. Like she's not going to know what hit her. But I also think, you're the one who's not going to know what's about to hit you. Trisha is being prepared. Me too, I'm very prepared. I just took a shower and everything, and I have a scented candle burning because it feels like that kind of night. I need my head to be clearing as Jonathan. So this has to be lovely. Right. So if you're here on Instagram, head on to YouTube. Normally, this was supposed to only be open for members of community school, but I put the link in my bio now. So just go hit the link in my bio and join immediately, right? Just hit the link in my bio and join immediately, right? So tell me, guys, what's your Sylvie? It's your first community school session. Welcome, Savi. I'm guessing this is your first community school session too. I think I recognize everyone who comes to community school every Sunday. It's like our church after church, you understand? So like we know each other. It's a very small congregation, very intimate congregation that we have at community school. So if it's your first time, I probably would know. Peter, I see you. I saw Peter on Peter was here on Sunday and he was making a lot of noise. So he got a lot of attention in community school last week. Sabi, I hope you make a lot of noise today, Peter. Everyone who's here, please take a screenshot, take a whatever it is you normally take, post on your story, tag me, tag Tricia, tag the Booster Academy. Every story I see before we start, I'm going to repost. I'm going to repost every single story that I see before we start. Every story I see before we start, I'm going to repost. Amarachi, welcome to your first community school session. We're so proud of you. You guys should clap for Amarachi, please. Like, encourage her, let her know that she's welcome here. Let her know that she's welcome here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for honoring everybody and for loving everyone who comes. Welcome, Yusuf. I have a feeling it's your first time too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Emmanuel, I know Emmanuel, you're a regular customer. We see you every week. Yeah. All right, welcome everyone. So we have whoever is saying my first, go to YouTube. The people on YouTube I'm actually know. We're closing Instagram live now. We have Tricia here. She's in the waiting room. She's in the waiting room, and Tricia is about to join us, and we're about to start right away. No African time, I think. Right? So, guys, once Tricia comes here, I want you to shower her with some mango. I want you to show her some community school love. She's loved, and I've been waiting for her since morning. Right? So we're good to go. Instagram, by everybody on Instagram, go to YouTube. Please join us on YouTube right away. And see you later. Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Tricia. Good evening.
Hi, Salem. What's up?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm tired, but I'm here.
I can't imagine. Sometimes I think about what it's like to be you, and it's terrifying.
Lunch is one of the most stressful times in my business. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Is it rewarding though?
Oh, very, very,
Yeah.
very,
So
actually. Yeah.
So everyone, I highly doubt that there's anybody who's here who does not already know who Trisha is. But I'm just going to say a few things in an introduction real quick, and then we're just going to jump into it. Trisha is popular for so many things: money printer, business fixer, sales and marketing expert, coach, mentor, and teacher extraordinaire. She teaches entrepreneurs and experts how to grow their businesses with profitable marketing strategies. She has trained over 200,000 people. Like, the number is is heavy in my mind. Guys, can you imagine how many people have you trained? Trisha has trained over 200,000 people. Trisha's reputation precedes her, right? And she's indeed one that needs no introduction. And for the next 1 hour, we're going to be having access to her. This is access that people normally pay for. And to be honest, this is the highlight of my month. And I'm definitely going to be leveraging this and making the best of this opportunity. So, everybody, please, with a warm welcome and a standing ovation, or whatever it is you can do with emojis behind your keyboard, welcome Trisha to Community School.
Yay! Good to be here. Good to be here. Thank you for having me. Salem. I totally appreciate it.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. So let's just get straight into it. I wanted to ask you, Trisha, when people ask you what do you do, sometimes you say that you print money for a living. Don't you feel somehow when you are saying it?
Well, initially, I used to feel somehow, but after a while, I kind of situated myself in it. So for like everything around me reminds me of what I want to do or who I am, which is money printing. So for instance, everything in my house, there's you see something money printing gang, my mugs, my phone, like everywhere, literally. So if I forget who I am, I have things around me that remind me. And because we're in a society that sees confidence as being boastful, it's also tough. Because people are like, who does she think she is? Yada, yada, yada. I really don't care because the journey I'm on is to help people earn. And I always say that I feel like that's the assignment that God gave me when He put me on earth is okay, because of you, people will earn. And so that's the joy that I know every night I go to bed. I know that because of me, a mom has put food on the table for her children. Because of me, a dad has paid house rent. Because of me, somebody has bought their first house. That's the joy. So I don't care what anybody says. I keep saying it. I help or I teach people how to print money. That's what it is.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Because from the outside, when we hear you say this, we're like, what does she mean? Why is she saying this? And does the people who normally do not understand why you are so confident and audacious, does their energy normally change when they experience what you have to offer?
Yes. Yes. So so the thing is, wait, when you don't know, you don't know.
Hmm.
And initially, I hear people say things like, "What what could she possibly do for me that I don't know?" And then when they come into my space, so they'll normally test me with maybe a 10,000 naira product or something. And they're like, okay, she makes sense. And slowly they come up the ladder. But I've realized that when people see results, they become believers. So when they see results for themselves or results for somebody in their circle, their friend and whatnot, they suddenly become like Tricia Biz fans, and they're the ones that are spreading the gospel everywhere. So for people who you get a lot of doubting Thomases, I just say put in the work and let your results, change people's perspective. Because for me, that's what it is. Even though there are some people who will continue to hate till they die, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, many people are converted when they see results.
Yeah, amazing. Trisha, in your career of like teaching and training people to make money, how often has mindset been in the way of doing that?
Oh, like almost all the time. So initially when I started teaching, I was just teaching like straight marketing, 5 ways to sell, 10 ways to this. And then I realized that for some people the it's not the marketing strategy they lack. They just don't believe that they can do it. And I am the first experiment. So it happened for me, right? And I'll just tell like a very quick story. So in 2018, I reached out to somebody, the way we all connect on Instagram. So I connected with somebody on Instagram called Mfonikbo. And I sent a DM. I'm like, I see you have a course called The Blueprints of How. It's a 1-day seminar, like 14 hours. I'm like, I'm a marketing expert. I can help you market it. I just being boastful. And she's like, when next I'm in Lagos, let us meet. I'm like, okay, now let's go. So I went to meet her in her hotel at Ikoyi. I can never forget. I already rehearsed my pitch, what I'll say and how much I'll charge her and all that. And it was a 4-hour meeting. It was going to be like 30 minutes. It was 4 hours. And by the time we're done, the summary, she told me that for me to work for her, she needed to coach me first. I'm like, this is the new scam in Lagos. And her coaching is now 2 naira, like I was charging. Then I think the fee was converted to naira, it was like 1.6 million. And anyway, I ran away. Summary, I paid the money. And there were so many obstacles. She wasn't collecting money in naira. So I'm like, I don't have dollars. But my assistant then was like, she would go and change it for me. She would, and finally I got into the program. So when she came for my workshop last year, December, and I asked her again, I'm like, why did you make me go through coaching to work with you? And she told me that, Tricia, you were charging 5,000 naira for webinar. I charge 100,000 for 1-day event. I have coaching up to 6 million naira. You can never market for me because your mindset will shut me down. You see, you cannot, you that is selling 5K course. How do you want to come and sell 6 million? Like, yeah, what do you want to say? You tell me it's not possible. So she needed to work on my mind to see that I could do more, I could be more. And that for me was the beginning of the shift to my being so bold and whatnot. So when I realized that was an issue for me, I then looked at my clients. I'm like, some of them is just mindset, and there's so many of them. So now I embed like mindset in some of my classes. You come to my business growth workshop, the first session is mindset, because there's nothing I'm going to teach you if you don't think that you are deserving of good things in life. If you don't think that you can do it, you can't. You can't do it. So mindset is like a big issue. And I see that it's more prevalent for people who are teaching. Your mind will mess up with you. Like, will they listen to me? Who will show up? And all that. And like those who are selling physical products, shoes, bags, it's easier. They can hide behind their products. For those that are selling knowledge, it's really tougher. So I try to like go for it. For instance, in my Monetize Your Knowledge online course, the first module, I dig into your mindset. Like there are some things that we need to fix before we get in. If not, you can't print money. So yeah, it's a big thing. It's a really big thing.
Tricia, thank you so much for these answers. Do you have people who also feel like, oh, she says she's printing money, that means I just need to pay for her course and me too, I'll print money too. You know, people who feel like people who aren't necessarily ready to do all the work that is involved to like dig into who they are and to do the work of selling themselves, and they just believe if
Mm,
I'm investing so much money in quotes in this thing, I'm supposed to
mm,
make money back. I'm asking because
yeah,
you made another, you're always saying really audacious things. You said if you don't make back the money
your
you
cost
invest in
fee.
this course, your
Yeah,
cost,
I'll
I'm
refund
going to
you.
give you, that's really audacious. Where does that come from?
Okay, so my course, right? I launched it like last year, and I've gone through a process. So what I did was I broke down the framework I've used to earn online and put it into a course. And no matter how, even if you have zero followers, you're terrible at every other thing, as long as you follow. So I try to do like a step by step. Something that has helped me grow really fast is the fact that I teach simplistic. I teach in simple English. If you come into my class, I feel like I'm teaching children, but I don't make you feel like you're stupid. So I've taken that same thing into the course and I've broken it down in such a way that even if you don't know anything before, you're gonna know something. And
Yeah.
I give my own strategies. So it's not like other courses where they just teach you stuff. I tell you what me I've done. I even give my own email sequence that I use to collect money from people. Like just take it and use it and earn money. So if you have all those tools, it is impossible for you not to make at least the $300 you paid me for the course. Like is extremely impossible. But I also tell people that there's work that needs to be done,
Yeah.
right? So it's not just plug and play. So it's plug and play, but then there's some things you need to do on the back end that I cannot do for you. I can't create your content for you. I can't build your personality for you. I can't teach for you. So there's some things you need to work on as well. But if you are willing to put in the work, like you can print as much as you want to. Really, you can print as much as you want to. So I was one of my students who went through my course. She sent me a testimonial, and I was so proud because she's almost hit my target. Like my
Wow.
what I she has almost hit my goal, what I achieved from my course. So last year I made $236,000 from my online course, and she has done like $200,000 from one online course. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sells bridal, like how to make bridal clothes. Her handle on Instagram is at Petra by Design. So I'm like, no, this year I have to double my effort. My students cannot come and pass me. Which kind of teacher will I be? But really, like, I give you what I know, and if you put in the work, it will work for you. So yeah.
Mhm. One more thing. Thank you so much for your answers so far. Is there something that shifts in our minds when we invest money? When we invest in ourselves, in like paying for a course or something like that. Is there a mind shift that happens apart from what you learn in the course? Is there a certain effect?
Well, so it depends on the individual, right? So if I speak as Tricia, when I invest in a program, a couple of things happen. So, when I hear people say, oh, I paid for Peter Ajan Wachuku's course and I didn't get anything, I can't relate because I'm like, you have to be terrible as a listener not to pick one thing from an entire class, right? Even though what you're picking is how not to teach. Well, you cannot tell me that you didn't pick anything from an entire class. So when I pay for programs, um, there's one, I'm paying for access.
Uh-huh.
So I'm accessing a whole new community. I'm accessing new people, right? So it does that for me. The second thing is it changes the way that I think because I'm careful on the kind of products that I invest in. So one of the products I invested in 2019 was the fiscal conference, LaunchCon by Jeff Walker in the US. When I got there, the money they were calling, I was having headache. Oh, I made $500,000. Oh, I made $4 million. Oh, I was having like, because then me, I've only made maybe like $10,000 per course or 20,000, you know. So I'm like, at first, I was like, it's impossible. Oh, Nigeria, they're not gonna pay. I went to my, mindset, but over the 3 days, I realized that it began to change because I'm like, if these people are doing it, of course, they didn't come to the stage to lie. If they're doing it, then I totally can. So minus the knowledge of the topic, there's the whole mindset shift that happens when you go into a room of people who are living your future. Because if you cannot see it, if you don't have a frame of reference, it cannot happen. So if you just sit down and keep wishing, oh, I want to go to the place that has people that are making what you want to make and just soak in the wealth of their knowledge, soak in everything that they say and come back and try it out. But you have to find a frame of reference for your success. If you keep on jumping from free class to YouTube to Instagram live and whatnot, well, you'll get some bits, but there's nobody, absolutely no coach, even those that are nicer than I am, there's nobody who gives you the meat of any topic in a free program. And when you go into free classes, you don't value it. That's why you all show up late for free classes. I'm like, yo, why are you just joining? If the class was meant to be 8 p.m., why are you joining at 8:15? It's because you're like, well, it's free. I'll come in when I want to come in and all those type of things. So when you pay for stuff, you automatically give it attention. You give it the time of the day. So yeah, those are some of the things that I will say. I think Salem is a way. Guys, can you hear me? I can't see Salem, but I can see myself. Please let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Salem is away. All right. Thank you, Peter. Okay, fantastic. I think I will just, continue chatting with you all until Salem comes. You can just ask me any question you want to ask me in the comment section, and I will definitely answer you. Hi, Presh. Hi. So does anybody have any questions for me? I will take your questions. Yeah, when you pay for stuff, you become committed because you want to enjoy every bit of the money you spent. Yes, very true, Sylvie. Very, very true. Tricia, what's your top 3 favorite books? Okay, let me see. Top 3. So I have Sales Bible. I was trying to look for it, so I show you. I have Sales Bible, Peter. I have Launch by Jeff Walker. And the third one is I Can't Make That Shit Up by what's that short comedian's name?
Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin Hart. Yeah, those are like my 3 current favorite books. Launch by Jeff Walker, Sales Bible, I can't remember the author. Then I Can't Make That Shit Up by Kevin Hart.
Amazing. Thank you, Tricia. Sorry about the break in transmission. We're back now.
It's fine.
So in your opinion, how can people begin to position themselves to make money from their knowledge? Level 1.
Level 1, how do you position yourself? I think the first thing is to identify, like level 0 is identify what knowledge you want to earn from, what knowledge you want to monetize. That's the first level. Because again, many of us have like multi knowledge. Like, I have knowledge on this, I have knowledge on marketing, on fashion, on whatnot. So that's the first thing. Identify which of your knowledge wells you want to monetize. Then level one will now be find your niche. So many people don't get this step right, and it is something that will help you grow fast. Okay, so identify your niche. Like, okay, so let's say I'm doing marketing. Who do I want to serve with my marketing knowledge? You're good with fitness. Who do you want to serve? Is it women who just had a baby? You want to get them to pre-baby weight? Like, I feel like many people run away from niche because they're like, I'm going to be cutting off a lot of people. The clearer you are on who you want to serve, the better it is for you. Because then people know who to come for that particular thing. Right? So that's level one. Identify your niche. Level two will now be begin to build your authority in that niche that you've identified. So I use this very simple formula for building authority. It is GV plus PV plus EP equal to building authority, and I'll explain. So
Tricia you're already giving us a full class here.
so the PV, that's the first one, is personal voice, right? So you need to first identify what personal voice will you have online, right? Like if anybody sees my work, if you see my work, you'll know it's me, even if I don't put my picture to it, because I've tried to, over time, use the same mannerisms to teach. I'm the same person, so I am playful yet no nonsense bullshit type of person. So if you're coming into my space and I'm like, please be gone. So you want to identify, or do you want to be the grandma type of teacher? Do you want to be the fun person? Do you want to be the loud person like Gary Vee? You cannot mistake Gary Vee even if you were drunk, because dude is so loud. And I have another teacher, Billie Jean. You cannot mistake Billie Jean. Billie Jean is so loud and he's so the curses he uses. Hey, oh, fuck shit that. I'm like, dude, but yeah, we sit in his classes, like, so you also identify what will be your personal voice. That's PV. Then the second is GV plus GV. GV is great value. You need to give great value. So I hear many coaches, when they teach, they say things like, don't teach the how in the free, teach the what. Then let them pay you for the how. I call that bull, a big bag of bull. Why? Some people need to understand that, or they need to know that Salem actually knows this thing he's talking about, and they will digest that from the free content that he's putting out there. That's one. Two, I feel like if you're really knowledgeable on a particular topic, you should not run out of what to teach. And again, this is me. There's different roads that lead to the market. This is my own road. So for instance, when I started Tricia Biz in 2017, every day, every Wednesday, except I was sick, I was on Instagram Live every Wednesday without fail. We started 7 p.m. Then people said, oh, they need to go to midweek service. I moved it to 8 p.m. for people. Every Wednesday, 2017, 2018, I was on Instagram Live. And some people ask me like, oh, Tricia, all this thing you're giving, what will you now give in? What will you now sell? Guess what? When I needed money for rent, I put together all my live class videos into my first bundle ever. I called it Christmas bundle in 2017. I made 1.3 million in 3 days. Wow. There was nothing new. They were all Insta, and I said it. This is a bundle of so and so Instagram live videos. I listed the titles because when I'm done my Instagram live, I save it and keep it in a folder. And I put everything on Teachable. In 3 days, I made the money and I started life again. So at the end of the day, if you understand how to repurpose content, free will still earn you money. And it has already earned you fans because my followers grew from my Instagram live. Because I had the strategy that I just want people to hear me speak. Just come into a class and hear me speak. I will convert you. I'm that sure of the knowledge I have. So I advise anybody who wants to start building their authority, give great value. Don't do shallow work. Don't do, let's give them A. They should not pay me for B, C, D. You can give, but just understand what your gated content will be like, what people need to pay for, right? So that's great value. EP, I'm coming to EP, calm down. So PV is personal voice plus GV, great value, plus EP. EP is electronic publishing, right? So you want to identify like what platforms do I want to be publishing my content on. You must be found online if you want to teach online. So there are three different types of, excuse me.
Sorry.
There are three different types of, thank you, Salem, of platforms that you absolutely need to thrive online. The first is long form platforms. Long form platforms are those platforms that you can actually just write out your heart's desire. So like blog posts, or like YouTube videos. And the thing about long form content is they can be what's the word? They can be discovered even 5 years later. So if I go on Google and I search how to build a community, if Salem has an article somewhere, it will come out in the 1 million searches and I can read it. Unlike places like Instagram where the post has gone to the bottomless pit. So that's one type of platform that you want to go and get on. The second type of platform is engagement platforms. Engagement platforms are like your Instagram, like let's be liking, like, share, comment, like, share, comment, right? Forward, all those things. It is good for the soul because when people are commenting, you feel good. It is good for quick action because people can just like take action immediately and whatnot. So you should have that. Engagement platforms are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Those three are really good engagement platforms. Then the third one is own platform. You must have a platform you own. Right now, own platforms are things like your email list. Because if Instagram kicks you out and YouTube locks your channel, you are gone. So your own platform, for me, it's email list. For some people, it's like groups. But even at that, Facebook can still kick you out if it's a Facebook group, but it's still your own thing, shall. But I would just normally say, do get an email list, no matter how little, even if there are 500 there. Like, ensure that you have it so you have their details there in your own space. And if anything happens, you have their emails somewhere stored up, right? So identify which of the platforms. So I started with engagement platform, Instagram. And after, I think like a year, I added email. So you don't have to have all three platforms at the same time. I still don't have a long form platform. I'm not on YouTube. I don't own a blog, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to start that this year, but it has taken me 4 years. So don't be like pressured. You need to have all of that, right? So you have that electronic publishing. When you merge the three together, you are beginning to build authority in that field. People just need to know that this person really knows this stuff. I need to know that, oh, Walokwe really, really knows this thing. And we will know when you publish the content electronically. So, and for like the long form, you don't necessarily need to like set up your own blog and all that. You can reach out to a newspaper house, a Bella Nigeria, somebody, and say you want to write this column for them. They're always looking for contributors. I even I pitched somewhere and they approved it, but I don't have the time. Forbes will allow you apply to be a contributor. Like, you can apply to all these amazing platforms that have great search engine game and write for them. Some people are searching, and some of them allow you put backlinks to your own maybe Instagram page or your own wherever it is. That also helps you be exposed to other people, right? So that's like a crash course on what you need to do. So the first thing is identify the knowledge you want to monetize. The second is identify the niche you want to own. And the third is begin to build authority using the formula I gave you. Then the fourth step, I'll end on the fourth step. The fourth step is identify the digital products you want to create. So one reason why in my online course I teach several digital products is because I feel like you shouldn't go and buy one course on ebook, one course on webinar, one course. I feel like you should understand everything in my course. And why is that possible? I see some people creating products they have no business creating, and that's why you're not making money from the product. Example, you say you want to teach women how to have better sex, right? Then you now package it as an online course. And in my head, I'm like, how do you want to get results? How do you want to get results for your clients, your students in an online course? Because an online course is recorded in the past. Then there is no live interaction. So I cannot come and tell you that I tried the donkey style last night, so it did not work. Or so that's why, for instance, one of my clients who teaches sex, she doesn't do online courses, she does online groups, 20 women, 30 women. And every night, everybody, oh yeah, come and submit yourself. How did it go? And everybody is gingered. Oh, I did this one. Oh, that head was scattered. Oh, this. And the results are mind blowing because there's like feedback, there's immediate feedback, there's community, there's interaction. So you need to understand which digital products will help my clients get the results and transformation they need. So look through everything. There's ebooks, there's webinars, there's online courses, there's online groups, there's bundles, there's templates, there's coaching. Like just identify what it is, then learn how that digital product works, learn how to create it, learn how to sell it, and throw it out there. That's a crash course. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This was really loaded. So someone asked me an interesting question yesterday. They said, "Do I have to be a coach to make money from my knowledge?"
No, no, no. No, so you don't have to be a coach. So there are a couple of roles that you can be to earn money from your knowledge. One, you can be a coach. Two, you can be a trainer. Three, you can be a teacher. Four, you can be a consultant. Five, you can just be an expert. So these are different roles, and they come with different products. So, for example, let's say coach. As a coach, you earn money from coaching services. So there are a couple of coaching products you can throw out there. You have the one-on-one coaching where it's just me and you for a defined duration of time. So whether it's 1 month, 2 weeks, whatever it is, we agree. Or it's just one-off 1 hour, 1 hour coaching call, and you get out of my way and we move on. Then there's also like things like VIP days. VIP days are intense coaching sessions where we block out 4 hours or we block out 6 hours and we just create whatever strategy it is we need to create for your business and we let you go. So a coach is somebody who guides their clients to achieve the results they want. Right? That's what a coach is, a guide. You're not a teacher. Mistake number one many of us make is on the coaching call, you're already teaching, telling them all the things they need to do. No, as a coach, your job is to open my mind to see the possibilities, is to work with me to develop the results. You are not the person to develop the results. That is not your job. If you develop the results for me, I will keep coming back. That makes you a terrible coach. You need to empower me enough for me not to come back for coaching on the same topic area. Except I want like next level. So that's a coach, right? With coaching services. Then there's group coaching, where you want to maybe coach 20 people together or something like that. People call it different names. I have a mastermind now that is like group coaching. I have 20 people in there. So that's coaching. Now, the second thing is you want to be a teacher. A teacher is somebody who passes on instructions on how a thing can be done. So you come on the call, like I'm doing to, like on this call, I'm a teacher. I'm teaching you what you can do to earn money online. So you teach with products like webinars. On a webinar, you are teaching. In an online course, you are teaching. In bundles, you are teaching, because that's what you're doing. You are instructing, you're talking, and then if there's, depending on your structure, you allow them ask you questions and you answer. So that's number 2. You are a teacher. Now there's a trainer. A trainer is also a teacher, but a trainer, we use that word for people whose audience are corporate organizations. So to the corporate world, you're not we don't call you a teacher, we'll call you a trainer, right? So there, your product is either you have an online class for the organization, or it's a physical class where they bring you in and you train their team or you train their guys. That is a trainer. Now you have a consultant. A consultant is also another way that you can earn money from your knowledge. As a consultant, you are coming to do the work for us. So it is, oh, my business is not growing. What can I do? I come in, I tell you what to do, and I do it for you. That's the difference between coaching and consulting. So consulting, I sit down, I do in-depth work, I look at, what the issue is, and then I fix it for you at a fee. That is consulting. So you can literally monetize your knowledge that way. Then there is also experts, right? Now, as an expert, you are the expert on a particular topic, and you can decide to share it with us via different digital products. Example, templates. So let me see. There's a website, right? If you go to this website called let me see if I can quickly open it. Okay, yes, I have found it. So just hang on. Okay, so I found it. So this is the website. It's called Creative Market. So everybody here is an expert, right? So I have bought different things from here. I have bought carousel templates for Instagram. I have bought templates for my slides. So these are carousel templates. I've bought many of these templates here. I've bought templates for coaches. I've bought slides. I have bought all sorts of things, right? So everybody here is an expert. Everybody who put together these emails, this website templates, the resumes templates, everybody here is an expert on whatever it is they're doing, and they're making money from it. In fact, the last person I bought a template from has sold, that template I bought has sold like 7,000 of that template, right, around the world in the last, I think, 1.5 years. So this is what I mean by expertise. So these guys, basically, what they are doing is they are selling templates, whatever templates it is, whether it is fonts, see this one, font bundle, $29, whatever it is, right? They bring it here, product mock-ups, Shopify themes. Like, it's ridiculous the kind of things these guys are selling. For your farm, they are selling it. So that is what I call an expert. Those are digital products. They've taken their knowledge into done-for-you templates, and they have, put it out there to make money. There's somebody from my online course. Our handle is Designers HQ. Vanessa is selling Canva templates. Like that's all she's selling. She sent in a testimonial 2 weeks ago. She has done $10,000 selling $25 templates.
Wow.
Like, yeah, Instagram carousel templates, $25. She has an online shop where you can just go and buy the templates, right? This is something that if you sit down, you can become Canva queen.
Yeah.
You sit down, 2 days with Canva, you'll be all right. And she's made that much money. I'm like, oh wow. I sold templates during COVID. During COVID, I was just selling anyhow. I sold Instagram live templates, what you could use to, make your Instagram live session stand out. I did Instagram live templates, Zoom presentation templates. I did different templates, $50. People were buying it. So in that instance, I was an expert. So I hope that I've been able to break the different ways that you can earn. So you don't have to teach, you don't have to coach. You can just put stuff together and sell it to people.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Tricia. In my experience, I've discovered that the strategies that you use to make people to be able to click or to be able to share or comment on a post and stuff like that is normally entirely different from the strategies you need to make them part with money, right? Do you agree with that?
That the strategies you need to make people engage, click.
Yeah. Sometimes
Huh?
are different from the strategies you need to get them to part with money.
Yes.
So how do you think people who are trying to make money from Instagram or on the internet can approach this differently? How do they need to be thinking, to put themselves in a better position to get their audiences or these people that they're trying to reach out to part with money?
Ah. Hmm. 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 Question. I think that at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, what is my objective for being online? Because especially creatives like yourself get carried away in the process. Because I once had a creative friend who he used to get high on creating. I'm like, okay, you've created it. How do we sell it? Right? So it's to first identify what is my objective for coming online. What do I want to make? Or what's my goal really? Now, when you have that, I urge everybody to create a marketing strategy for every product you want to sell. Because let me tell you something, followers are they they are like what the Bible calls two-edged sword. When you are giving them free content, they're gonna be commenting 600 comments, 300 comments. Wow, this is nice. Yourself, you'll be feeling in creative's heaven. Then when you now post flyer to sell, you will see 4 comments. You start crying. Like, wait. Where is everybody actually? At first, it used to get to me, but I'm like, no, you're not gonna catch me in my feelings. Nah, I'm gonna catch you guys. I'm gonna sit down and create a marketing plan that you will not know you before you realize that I've marketed to you. You've given me your money. So that's always the missing link that I think for many people, where we get carried away in the whole shenanigans or praises you get from your followers, that you forget that, okay, I really came here to sell. And when you decide to sell, you don't create a marketing strategy. You think that you're just going to post it and get people. Yes. Can you get people to sign up if you are just posting? Of course. But that in its own is not even an adequate strategy. Like, what else can you be doing? And even the posting, what will your posting strategy be? Will you only be posting about the flyers? So, for instance, there's a simple Instagram posting technique that you can use to get people warmed up for your offer, right? So, you can use a particular sequence. I'll just give you one or two things in the sequence. The first is widening the gap. Many people just think that you're just going to come and post and say, oh, I want to help you do this, right? Uh-huh. You want to help me do it? Uh-huh. What about you? How about you create a gap and show me what I'm missing? Show me what I'm missing because I don't have that your solution. Show me how pathetic my situation really is without telling me I'm pathetic. So what you're doing is you're widening the gap. You are making your followers have unease, unrest. You are troubling them. They're like, that's true. So I'm not, this thing is really, so that when it's time to buy, you then bring your product and position it as the solution to the gap that you've made them realize that they have. It's not just be posting flyers up and down. Then there's a place of social proof. Are you going to be putting up content that shows that you have results in this particular thing. And people always ask, what if I'm just starting? I don't have any testimonials. You should be your first testimonial. Right? You must have results. So I say that it is impossible for you not to have results, even if you just started. If you don't have results, then you don't know it. I'm sorry. There's no, oh, I'm just starting. You have friends. Go and test your framework. Go and test your knowledge on somebody in your circle. You must be able to come to the table with at least one success story. Otherwise, you're not ready. One person, even if it's your wife, one person should be able to testify that, you know what, Tricia really knows what she's saying. And then you build it out from there. So it's understanding exactly what marketing strategy you are going to use to market that product to get people to buy. Because if you are calculating based on how many comments you have, disappointment is waiting somewhere.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much. How can people learn to sell without being salesy? Because this is something we get a lot from people who are creators or artists or who are new in the online space. I don't like to sell. I don't know how to sell. I don't want to sound like I'm always selling. And or how can people overcome this?
How can they overcome what now?
That fear of
Fear of
selling.
selling.
Yeah.
Do you want money or you don't? Like, do you want to make money or you don't? So when I hear those things,
Mhm.
oh, I don't know how to sell. Oh, I don't like to put myself out there. And I asked a couple of questions. I realized that we're just scared of rejection. It's not that you don't want to put yourself out there. You're scared of people telling you no. Because if you look at your in everyday life, we are all selling. Look at your everyday life. You are selling something, just that you're not maybe you're not asking for money. If you toasted a babe, you sold yourself to her. You know, if you if let's say your child is a picky eater, they don't eat beans, and you tell them that if you eat beans, do you want to be told like Uncle Salem? Yes, eat beans. The child now be running giddy 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 to go and eat the beans. What are you doing? You sold beans to the child, showing the child their preferred future. Or you say, okay, if you eat the beans, I'll give you my phone. You start you watch cartoon. You want to watch cartoon? Yes, yeah, go and eat beans. Finish your beans. Yeah. What are you doing? You sold beans to the child, and you use free gift strategy. We're always selling. But when it's time to show up for yourself, you then have a perfect excuse that says, I don't know how to put myself out there. But when they are playing soccer, you are the one in the front explaining the life history of Chelsea. You are selling the club. Man, you people are loser. Hey, Chelsea, we are this. What are you doing? You are selling the club. You sell iPhone every day. Shout out to all those people that tell me that I'm not gonna go to iPhone. Leave me alone, my
Yeah, you
Samsung.
need to try and port. You need to try and
Leave
port.
me alone. Thank you. You come and spend 30 minutes. Tricia, iPhone is this, iPhone is that. The passion, the zeal, and you are not getting paid. When it is time to show up for yourself, you give me the excuse that you are not salesy. I'm a Chelsea fan by force. So all the men in my life are Chelsea fans. So I'm a Chelsea fan by force, unfortunately or fortunately. So back, so you have to first show up for yourself. You need to tell yourself that I want to show up for myself. Then maybe you want to go and learn how to sell without being salesy. So for instance, when I was selling monetize your knowledge, right, before the course launched, you'll see that I was selling it with branded merchandise. Right? I was selling, but I wasn't selling. Do you understand? So I wasn't saying, oh, come and buy. I was just showing you. So how many of you saw me in any of these t-shirts? I was wearing them and just talking. I wasn't telling you to buy. And then from these t-shirts, right, I graduated to another set of merchandise, which was this ones. So I had sneakers, I had jean trousers, I had jean jackets with money printing gang and co. What was I doing? I was selling the notion of the cost to you, that it was seeping into your subconscious. So I was selling without being salesy. So you would come and comment, fine coach, hey, baddest, jean jacket. The date was sinking in your head. With everything I posted, fine kitchen. The date was sinking in. Money printing gang was sinking in. That you did not even realize when you began to talk about my cost to somebody else. What did I do? I sold. So maybe you want to find out what other ways can you sell beyond just posting flyers and all those things. Maybe that will help you. But you need to first determine and tell yourself that, you know what, I want to show up for myself. I really am deserving of the fine things in life, and I will get it. I will not be held back because I feel that I shouldn't be somebody who, I don't know, like, no, you should just show up for yourself, really. Like, just tell yourself that I want to show up for myself. And I know it's not easy because I used to be that person. No, I've always sold all my life, but I used to be that person who didn't think that I could earn 5 million from a product. I didn't think, I'm like, let me just take my 1.2 and be going. Let me just take my 3, because where I was then, I was, as in everything in my life had packed up. I just needed money to get by. So I'm like, it's okay. Even if 500K, 300K, just give me, I will take it. But it took my coach to show me that I'm a big deal, right? It took somebody to show me that you deserve these things. The people who are living in Banana Island, they don't have 2 heads. You actually can live there. So in 2018, when she told me to write what I wanted, I said I wanted to buy a house, right? So she's like, okay, where do you want to buy the house? If you see the house that I put, Salem, that place is not Lagos. If you are going, Eleko, you be going. Because the thing was very cheap, but that's 16 million for full mansion. So she asked me a question, and she said, Tricia, do you really want to live there? But I couldn't, in fact, that's 16 million. I don't know where I was going to make that money from. I'm like, this is my 5K webinar. Well, how many webinar do I want to do together? So that one, I just put it there. She's like, no, where's the place that after this cutoff mark, you cannot live after here? And I'm like, well, I think Chevron. And she said, go and price house in Chevron. Like, so because of the level of my poverty, I was inflating prices. I'm like, Chevron, they'll charge me like 70 million. She said, go there. I got there. The houses were like 30 something million. I said, it's unbelievable. Oh, wow. Wow. And then she's like, strike a deal, negotiate payment plan. That if you want it, go and get it. Yes, my coach is in Foeco. Go and get it. And guess what? I think I negotiated 2 years. Fortunately for me, the developer has seen me on Instagram. So I was able to negotiate 2 years and I started paying. But you know the thing, when you start, you can't stop. See, when you start earning this money, you cannot stop because the money, it's too sweet. So and because I had something that I wanted to achieve. I was restless. I was working. I was creating. My mind will not allow me rest. It's the same thing that happens when you want to buy a car. Before you bought the car, you are the only one in the world that has the car. When you buy the car, or when you are looking for the car, you'll be seeing the car 5 times per street because it has come into your consciousness and your subconscious is bringing it to the fore. So it's the same thing. I began to see different opportunities on what I could do. And guess what? I went back to the man and said, you know what? That house that I am paying for is too inside. Bring me to the main road to Chevron Junction because he had another property there. That property was, I think, 5 million more. I said, bring me there. Me that was going to Ekpe before. You see, you test your boldness and you keep going. And he moved me there. And I continued paying. And then one day I woke up. I woke up in 2019. Was it? Or was 2020? I woke up last year, January last year, and I called him. I said, I just saw that you posted, you guys are building a property in Nike Art Gallery. That's near Lekki Phase 1. I said, I want to move there. Where did I get that? So I'll tell myself that, Tricia, you want to go and do pass yourself now. Just stay in the one that you have collected. And the price difference was like 15 million. I said, move me. I didn't have the money. I didn't know where it was going to come from. I made the money in 3 months. So now I can decide that, you know what, do you have in Ikoyi? Move me to Ikoyi. I will make the money because I have tested my muscle in earning for myself. So you need to learn that, you know what, I'm deserving of this. I tell myself every day, I'm deserving of the fine things in life. I'm deserving of bone straight hair. I'm deserving of G-Wagon. I'm deserving of it. And if I work for it, I can get it. So you have to first be deserving of it. Then test your muscle. When you start to test your muscle, it will continue to expand to the point where you can't believe all the things that you will do. It's all in you, it's all in you. It's the same me that was selling 3,000 naira webinar, and Steve Harris told me it was too cheap. I told him it's not too cheap. Well, nobody will pay me more than 3,000 naira. It's the same me that now I sold my mastermind at 1.5 million. I wanted 20 people. I got 30 people. I interviewed them. 20 people entered and they paid me. It's the same me. It's the same Tricia. So what happened is something changed in my mind. So you need to first turn that tap on in your mind. When I say printing money, see, knowledge entrepreneurs were the best thing ever. Why? If you sell products, you have to pay the manufacturer of this product something, then you now put your profit on it. But as an entrepreneur, you are selling something that does not exist. You are selling intangible. It's not physical. It can't be touched. You just sit down and say, oh, guys, I'm going to do a class 3 hours on the science of the brain. It does not exist. So there is no cost price. There is nothing. All the money that comes in is coming to you, except you pay for systems and your tools and your apps. So when I say print money, that's what it is. You are able to print money out of nothing. Out of nothing. Like if I need to pay for anything in my life, I will create a product that will make the money. If I need to buy something, there's a product that I'm going to put that thing on because I have learned the art and science of printing money out of nothing.
Wow. Guys, I'm not seeing you people in the comment section. Are you people hearing the same thing I'm hearing, or it's just me? Let me know. Thank you so much, Tricia. So I need to ask you now, we'll soon be rounding up. I want to ask you, why did you create the Monetize Your Knowledge course? I'm asking, just for some context. I'm asking because you have all these other high ticket products. You have your mastermind, you have people that you're coaching. You could do without having the Monetize Your Knowledge course, to be honest. Why did you decide to do this? Why is this so important to you?
Okay, so I think that I created it because I felt like I cracked a code. So I'll be honest with you, selling knowledge out of Nigeria is one of the toughest things to do. Because you are faced with many things. Even ordinary collecting money in dollars is a problem. Because they have put $100 mark on our cards. So like selling knowledge out of Nigeria is tough, and Nigerians were just getting to the point where we actually buy knowledge. So when I was constantly selling my products, even if it was low ticket items, I realized that not many people were making that money. Not many people could sell a webinar and 200 people will pay. Then there were not many, right? So I'm like, okay, there's something that I know that I can teach other people. So I tested it with my friend. I said to my coach, tested it with my friend. I made money for them. I'm like, you know what? Let me put it together and help as many more people that want to monetize their knowledge. Let me show them my framework. Let me show them my strategies, and then let's see how much I can earn from this. So I first launched the course in 2017. Then I just started monetizing it. But I'm like, well, let me just put it out there. I had 20 people sign up, and they had results. Those who executed had results, and the course was it was a shadow of what it is now. Maybe 15 videos. Now I have like 72 videos. Like it was just, well, I did it, and then over the years I refined it, and last year I relaunched it again in February. I wanted to test it, and then people came in. They began to have results. I'm like, this is it. Like I have found that golden child that is going to lead us into the promised land in this business. And it is very interesting for me because I literally see people change I see people's lives changed from the course. So I dare say that my course is one of the few courses this side of the world that has testimonials of real people and their Instagram handle that you can go and DM them
and ask.
I'm not even sure you'll see. There's just one or two of us, right? And I do that because I want you to see that it's possible. There are people who joined the course, did not even have Instagram page, and got their first clients paying £1,200. There are people who, with 400 followers, made $5,000, $2,000, right? And when I put up testimonials, I put their Instagram handles. So if you don't give me your Instagram handle and your picture, I'm not going to post your testimonial. I don't want to do all those screenshots and say somebody sent it. I'm not interested. I want them to see you and come and ask you, is this true? Is Tricia lying? Or how did you do it? And you send them to my course. So yeah, I wanted to help way more people, way more experts, way more creators, way more creatives. I want to help them monetize their knowledge because I know that they can be earning from their audience. Imagine having 10,000 followers and you cannot make steady 1 million a month. What's going on? Like really, 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 what's going on? So that's the goal, to help as many experts out there as possible and from their knowledge.
Trisha, I think it's also well the fact that last year when you were selling last year when you released monetize your knowledge course, you had a lot of buyers from outside Nigeria who found the
Mm,
information and the course just as valuable. I can't remember how many countries you posted. I can't remember, but
I can't even remember.
yeah, there were a lot of Africa. There was Tanzania,
Yeah,
Kenya, South
yeah. South
Africa.
Africa,
There was only like one person or two
USA,
people, like a bunch of people from all these
a
countries.
couple of people, yeah.
Yeah. How did you? Was there a point where you were only catering to Nigerians, and you got to a point and you expanded into just this Nigerian mindset of
Yeah, well, so when I started Tricia Biz, I was only talking to Nigerians. And then last year, no, I think 2 years ago, maybe 2019-ish, mid 2019, I decided that, you know what, I want to begin to talk to other people outside Nigeria. So I had a physical class in Ghana, I had a physical class in Kigali, um, here and there, just trying to enter into this market. And the fact that Instagram, anybody can discover you on Instagram. Um, so yeah, now I intentionally target Africa. So people say things like, "Oh, it's time to go global." I'm not in that basket of people who are going global. Like my strategy, and again, everybody should understand what you want for you, not just what somebody says. My strategy is I want to create content for my continent. I'm not interested in teaching somebody in the US. If you join my class, it's fine. but I'm not creating content for you. So most of my marketing, I would refer to Nigeria, I would refer to Africa, because I want a situation whereby when CNN is looking for an expert in Africa, is me. But when I dilute my content by trying to be the same thing to everybody, I'm not really an expert on this in this continent, and it's very hard to market here. So that's what I'm owning. But fortunately or unfortunately, I have people joining from everywhere. The cost currently, I have US, and it's not Nigerians in US, Caucasians, white people who are like, I'm coming in. I have somebody from New Zealand who's paid. I have like not just even starters. The person who paid from the US, she has 108 something thousand followers. She's a big girl there. You know, I'm seeing a couple of them coming in. I am not attracting them. I have never run an ad targeting anybody in those Western world. But somehow they find me on Instagram, they're able to understand my accent, and they come into the class. But my target is Africans. Like I feel like if I'm able to sell to just 1%, I'm all right.
Wow,
You know.
Trisha, you launched Monetize Your Knowledge course for 2021 yesterday. How many signups do you have already?
I haven't looked at numbers today, but as at close of business yesterday, we had 101 people.
That's it. That's in less than 12 hours. That's oh my gosh. Guys,
I think the thing is people are jumping on it because they can see the results. Like you guys want me to show you results of people who have earned from the course. I can open up some slides and show you. Is
yeah,
the
we
fact that
don't
they
mind.
see. Okay. Let me pull up some slide. Let me show you all just one or two people who have like done so much from the course. So the thing is, I think people are jumping in because they see that the course has results. So guys, that's why I'm always like insistent on the fact that you need to have results. You can't tell me that no, you must find people who can test your systems, and then they can now be like your testimonials. Okay, so I found the slides. Uh, let me share. Share. Okay, perfect. So, guys, you just give me like the next 5 to 10 minutes. Let me run you through a couple of people who have come through my course and have seen massive results. Now, meet Cecilia. Cecilia is the lady on the bottom. When she came into Monetize Your Knowledge online course, she came in and told me that she wanted to monetize fashion because she's a fashion designer. But by week one of the course, because in week one, we look at your knowledge wells and we refine it. By the end of week one, she realized that she was really knowledgeable on sex, and she decided to monetize sex. She launched one digital product called Revamp Me Challenge, and she earned $7,000 from that product. Now, meet Tammy on the left. Tammy monetized a very weird knowledge. Now, what is it? She knows how to get children to sleep. If you are a mom to a toddler, you know the hell it is getting children to sleep. So she teaches people. She has a signature course. Imagine, like, you mustn't only teach about business, guys. Imagine somebody putting up a course to teach women how to overcome bedtime drama. She has helped so far now. She has helped over 5,000 women get their children to sleep. Meet Obis. Obis is on the right. Obis is my friend. Obis teaches women how to look good. You can see how good she looks. And this was as of last year. She was making between 4,000 to 6,000 monthly, teaching women. And this is not her main business. She has a fashion business. Meet my friend Lamide. Now, Lamide is an expert that has been teaching before now. Now look at this, his boot camp called Story Writing Boot Camp. In March 2018, he had 5 students. In March 2019, he had 11 students. In March 2020, he had 117 students. What do you think happened? Tricia happened. Lamide
Ha.
could not believe that he could make over 1 million naira from one product. It could not be. He counted his first 1 million on a product um, from this boot camp. Right now, let's keep going. Meet Petra. This is Petra by design. Petra took my course last year. She used the exact framework, and look at her numbers on the bottom. Now, you see the course that I circled, Bridal Mastery class. She has had 1,101 students sign up in that course as of January this year. The course fee is 140,000 naira. You can want to press your calculator. But half of those people came in when she did discount of 50%. So let's say everybody even came in at 50%, which is 70,000 naira. Just help me to press the calculator. 70,000 times 1,100 and see how much this person has made from one product. Now, these people launch online courses. Look on the left, meet Fagunke at Moe's Juice Bar. She launched an online course, just like a pro, and she had 37 people sign up. There were different price points in the online course, like online course only, online course and group coaching, and the cheapest was 40,500. Let's even say everybody signed up at 40,500 times 37 people. And this is as at last year. Since then, she has launched this course 2 times again and has done more than 4 times this revenue. Meet Omar. Omar is at shopabroad.ng. She launched her first online course, the A to Z of mini importation, and she fell ill. So she told me that when she launched, she fell ill during the launch. The first 2 weeks, she was ill. She couldn't really do much, but she still got 45 students and earned 450,000 naira. Meet Joycey. Joycey has a spa business called Oriki Group, but she really knows things about business structure. So she launched at SOA with Joycey and came in to monetize your knowledge. From the course, she didn't finish my course. I think as at module 3, she launched her own course and had 120 students sign up from several countries. Meet Alice at Fit and Fab Kitchen. She launched her first online course, the drinks business course, and made over 2 million naira. Now she has launched another course, Zobo to Profit. Imagine teaching people how to sell Zobo. And so far, she has 73 students. Her target is 200 students. I'm going to be following up with her. Miss Irene. Irene is a virtual assistant. She helps people manage their social media pages. She helps them run Facebook ads. She rebuilt her course. She had the course before she came into my own course, but she rebuilt it after the course and she sold 79 seats, earning $2,250. Meet Tule. Tule is at Mace Chills. She sells healthy smoothies, juices, etc. In the midst of a lockdown, she launched her online course at 45,000 naira and had 50 people signing up, earning over 2 million. Let's go. This guy sold webinar. Meet Tracy on the left. Tracy has her business called St. Tracy's. She sells rings, right? But she also knows some things about business structure and decided to monetize it. Now, from how she had a free webinar, I taught them how to use free webinars to make money in the course. And from the free webinar, she sold to people on the free webinar and made 1 million naira in 24 hours. Now, after this, she has launched her ebook, she has launched her online course. All the products she has launched, she has made 7 figures from all of them, which is 1 million and above. Meet Uche. Uche made 6 times her course fee in 10 days from her first product, a paid webinar. Now, as of today, she has made over 32 times what she paid me, and it's just been 6 months. Meet Fee. Fee is a lady on the right. Fee still has her 9 to 5. She works for the world's largest pharmaceutical company, but she's really knows things about HR, getting a job, and all those things. She held a free webinar and she upsold people in her free webinar. And she made 1.3 million selling a bundle on the webinar. And she has gone ahead to make so much more. Let's keep going. Meet Rose. These are the ebook guys. So remember I said that in the course, I teach you how to sell online course how to sell webinars, how to sell ebooks, how to sell bundles. So these guys did ebooks. Rose sold 50 copies of her book within 2 weeks. FA, she pre-launched her ebook, and within 5 days she had 32 sales. With Kristen had about 400 followers. He knows Bitcoin. He launched his ebook and then an online course, how to make money from trading Bitcoin, and he made over 3 million naira. Kristen is so interesting because Instagram shut down his page in the middle of his launch. He opened a new page and started again from 0 followers, but that did not stop him from making money. Let me keep going. Meet Dr. Omotola. She is at the funding magnet. So she really has knowledge on NGOs, how they can get grants. So she decided to monetize her knowledge. And in May last year, she earned $11,000 in 2 weeks with just 1,000 followers. Meet Ife. Ife is a friend of mine. She needed money last year, April, when the lockdown started. She launched a bundle called Easter Bundle and made $5,600 in 72 hours. Meet Vanessa at designers_HQ. Vanessa, she launched Canva Instagram templates. And so far, she has earned over $10,000, and the product costs $15. Like, there's so many people. Meet Udwak. Udwak launched a video challenge bootcamp, and she had over 200 people join, bringing in 7 figures. Meet Evelyn. Evelyn loves to cook, and she earns 6 figures from it. Meet Zuliat. Zuliat has an interesting product. She's teaching Muslim moms how to be better moms, how to parent their children better. She launched her membership and had 55 moms sign up. So Zuliat sent me a fresh testimonial today. I'll pop up my WhatsApp and show you guys how much she made. She's like, she sends me a new picture. Said, Tricia, post it. I use your strategy, copy and paste, and see how much I made. Now, that's not all. So if you're like, oh, I'm already monetizing my knowledge, can you help me? Look at these 3 giants. Do you know them? I helped the 3 of them. So Jimmy, meet Jimmy. Last year, he reached out to me to say, you know what, Tricia, I've been consulting for over 7 years. I want to sell this digital product thing that you're selling. How do I do it? We used the same strategies, and he sent me his testimonial. I was smiling. He said, Tricia, in the last 7 years, the money I made last year, I have never made it in my entire life. And that's because I came to you. Meet Nelly. Nelly is my friend. Nelly launched her first high-ticket online course this February, this month. She's still selling it. It's called Dominate Instagram. Nelly used my framework, and as at 2 days ago, she had crossed $100,000 from her course. Meet Steve Harris. Steve Harris is my friend, my first coach. Last year, November, I helped him relaunch his online course, Mastering the Business of Your Talents, and that's the highest he has ever made from his course. Guys, I can go on and on, but the thing that I will tell you is my framework works. I have learned how to make money from digital products. And if you want to make money, you're welcome on board. Oh, I said I was going to show you guys the chat from Zuliat. She sent me stuff today. Just hang on. I like to show stuff because you know it helps people believe that this thing is possible. So let me just show you the last thing, and I will be out of here. So yeah, so this is WhatsApp. So this is it. She's like, this is today. You can see it's today, 4:28 p.m. She says, babe, sup, cost launch concluded, 7 figures in Naira, almost $5K. Add to MYK testimonial. I use your strategy to create an irresistible offer. Now, make I get students through the program, get testimonials, and make it evergreen. And then she sends me a picture. If you need photo, next launch goal is 10K. We go do them, then keep scaling. And she sent me a beautiful picture. I'm like, yo, I'm going to post this. So she made 5K from her current launch. Like, guys, it's doable. Like, no matter what it is that you sell, she's selling to Muslim moms only. So no matter what it is, it works. Whatever it is you are selling. I have people who have monetized fashion, monetized Instagram, monetized business, monetized parenting, monetized sex, monetized Bitcoin, whatever it is, it works.
This is my favorite thing about all these testimonials is you attach those people's Instagram handles, so you can actually
Yes,
go and DM
go
them,
and check.
right?
We don't need to
But,
do audio here. No audio.
there's no audio.
No audio.
You can actually go and DM these people and ask them, "Yo, what was this like for you? What did you have to do?" Right? So it's not just talk. There's no Trisha doesn't just talk. When she says, "If you don't make your money back, I'll give you back," she's saying it because she knows that she will most likely not have to give you back. You
Yes.
know, you will actually make your money. So somebody asked earlier, how can I is there a way for members of community school to join the course? Of course, definitely. I want you all to be a part of this. I want you, everyone who's here, if possible, to benefit from what's happening at MYK. I see all the ways that it would benefit you guys. It's one of the reasons why Trisha is here with us. I'm going to um I'm going to post a link through which you can register for the course now in the comment section. I'm also going to post it on the Telegram channel, going forward. So for the Monetize Your Knowledge online course, this is launch was yesterday and we're still in the early bird period. So
Yes.
if you pay now for the online course only, it's 120,000 naira. And if you pay for the online course and group coaching, which means you will have a certain amount of access to Trisha directly, that's 200,000 naira. I cannot believe that you are paying that amount to be able to talk to Trisha and have her guide you on your journey. That's insane. And the good news is you can also pay in installments. You can also pay in installments. All this is only available. Trisha, when is early bird ending?
Early bird is ending on the 21st. I think that is Sunday.
On the 21st. So Sunday, after Sunday, no early bird anything again, right? So I'm going to post this link on the Telegram group, on the Telegram channel. If you're here, I believe that you came to the Telegram channel. So all further information will be there. And for
Okay, let me
everybody
ask them a question. How many
okay,
people want to take the course? Tell me in the comment section.
yeah.
How many people want to take the course? Tell me. I just might have something up my sleeve. How many people want to take the course? Just tell me. No, Trisha, I don't like money. I'm not taking. Me, oh, okay. Okay, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else is here? I see. Okay, I do. I need it badly. I want to take the course. Fantastic. So I am going to make you guys an offer that I didn't tell Salem about. And because I think it's my way of supporting him and in growing his community. So I'm going to give you guys an additional 10% off
Wow.
the early bird fee only if you are here. Only for people in the community. So you are not allowed to go and tell people outside that, oh, they gave us. This is because you are in this community. So did I try? And you have
Yeah.
twice payment option. So you can pay 50% today to get in and pay the balance 50% in 30 days. Like that's super, super amazing. Or if you can afford to pay the full thing, pay the full thing and get in. But I have one guarantee for you. The least you'll make back is how much you paid me. And if you don't make it back and you show me that you did all the assignments, I will give you your money back in full. I will not even take cost commission, or I will give you back. If you paid me 180,000, I'll give you back in full once you show me that you did the assignments and it truly didn't work. I am that sure that the least you will make is the money that you pay for the course. And the next time this course is opening is in August. So every time the cost keeps going up. From February last year, every time I launch it, the cost keeps going up. So this is your next best time to join in. And I will leave the offer open for Salem's community till early bird closes. So you guys have 3 days to grab the 10% off that I'm giving. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, Tricia. Thank you so much, Tricia. I don't know what to say. Thank you. So you guys heard, she didn't tell me, we didn't plan this. She just likes you people so much. I don't know why. And so this is
So
I'm
let
really
me quickly get the discount code so that I can give you.
okay.
Yeah, so just give me 1 minute.
All right, guys, do you really if this session has been valuable to you, please let me know in the comment section. Why am I even saying if it has been valuable? I know it has been. I want you to tell me about it. You know, what has stood out to you? How has it been for you? What has broken in your mind? What has changed? I see you, Peter. I see you, Yusuf. So I'm going to post a link to the Telegram group if you're not there. So that's where I'll share all further information. Okay.
All right, so it has been created, and the coupon code is Salem King.
Okay, so they use the coupon code at checkout.
Yes.
Amazing.
So if you go for the online course only, instead of paying 120K, you'll be paying 108,000. If you go for group coaching, instead of paying 200,000, you'll be paying 180,000. Let me tell you something about group coaching. So we will have like one coaching call every week. We have a Facebook community. We have challenges, write your ebook challenge and co. In addition to that, I will coach you for additional 1 year. I'm not those people that just chase you away after. No, after the 8 weeks, you go into the money printing gang community and I coach you for 1 year. I teach there with slides, everything, because I want you to print the money. You are not useful to me if I cannot use you as testimonial. So I am that invested in helping you earn. So I always advise, don't go for online course only. Go for online course and group coaching, because the community, the Facebook group, their ginger is always high. So even on the days where you're tired, they will ginger you to get going. The course is for 8 weeks and it starts the second week in March. So registration is on till end of February. March week 1, we onboard everybody, and then we start March week 2, and it runs for 8 weeks. All right.
So is that clear to everyone? If you have any questions about this, if you have any things you need to clarify, just send all your questions to the Telegram group. You can send it right now, right? And I will personally respond to each and every one of you. Tricia, thank you so much. Thank you again for the discount. You didn't have to, but you're like, I love these people and I want to see them win. And you guys think about it this way. You want to be one of the people Tricia is talking about in August when she's selling the course.
Yes.
Do you
Yes,
understand?
I see you.
In August, when we bring Tricia again and say, Tricia, come and speak to community school, we want to see her saying, so this was Peter. He was here in February in one random class on a Thursday evening in February, and now he has made. Let your name be attached to those thousands of dollars. Do you understand? I want to see you guys there. This has been a very, very, very wonderful session. Thank you so much, Tricia. I think I said thank you like 10 times. I don't think
Like 1 million times. Sorry, Peter had asked me that why do I have so many sticky notes on on my wall? So there's something I do. It's not to do. Somebody was saying, oh, it's all the things she has to do. No, it's names of my clients. So currently, let me shift. Those are people that have paid for Monetize Your Knowledge online course. So there's something I do when I sell a product. I write their names and put them on the wall on a sticky note, and I pray over the names. So I believe in that. So I pray that what I teach them, they would understand. and then they will, make the best of it and be able to make money for themselves. And in addition to that, it's a marketing strategy. When I post this wall, it drives something called FOMO, fear of missing out. People that be like, my name is not there, and my name will be on the wall. I'm like, it's not wall of heaven. You people calm down. But it just gets them going like, man, I'm going to go and pay. I want my name on the wall, and then it drives social proof. Like, wow, people are actually paying for this thing. That means this thing is really good. Let me go and check it out. So it is a spiritual tool, is a marketing tool, is a everything tool, but there are names of people that have paid for my product. All right.
Thank you so much. And if you didn't join through the Telegram group, I'm also going to put up a link right away so that you can join. So Tricia, thank you so much for doing this with us. I
Thank
hope
you.
you have we're all rooting for a wonderful, wonderful launch, because
Yay.
we are now invested in your story, just as you are invested in ours. And your success is our success, and our success is your success. So it all just comes together so beautifully. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
So where do people find their link, their Telegram group link? I see that you've changed it to YouTube on your Instagram bio. Salem is frozen. Salem, oh, this is your internet. Go and buy internet. How do we get to pay twice? Yes, any Ola, it's on the link. You can choose pay in full or pay twice. You can choose pay in Naira or pay in dollars. It's all in the link. It's all in the link. So just use Salem's link. And when you are checking out, use the coupon code Salem King and get 10% off. All right. So who is joining the course? I want to say how many people are joining the course from this community? Like, I'm expecting you all to join the course. While Salem is coming back, if you have any other questions, you can ask me, and I will answer. But guys, the truth is this course has so much I have packed into it to help people, because I feel like many people really need help, right? And you need to remember that you are tied to some people's growth. Let me explain. Let's say that Abdul Salam, what's your knowledge? Tell me. Peter, what's your knowledge? Tell me. Eniola, what's your knowledge? Tell me. So let's say that you are like a marriage coach until you begin to coach people. There are some people's marriages that will never Their marriages will never be fixed until you open your mouth and speak. So there's something that I like to say is that many of you, there are people that are tied to you. There are people that are tied to your destiny, or there are people's destinies that are tied to you, but you have refused to help them because you are yet to teach, you are yet to impact them, you are yet to put your knowledge out there, you are yet to put your awesomeness out there. Don't be that servant that they gave talent and he went to bury his talent. Many of you all be burying your talent steady. Don't be that servant who they gave talent and buried it. He couldn't even, go and make it grow. He couldn't duplicate it. He couldn't do nothing to it. Right? Go and teach it. Go and coach it. Go and expert it. Go and consult it. Go and do stuff. But there's so much money you can be making on the internet. Every day, people are searching for how to draw my eyebrow, how to eat, how to sleep, how to eat and not get fat, and all these how to's, you can be putting it out there. Don't be the servant that buries their talent in the ground. Teach it, expert it, coach it, consult it, whatever it is. For there are people's lives who are tied to you, and their lives may never change because you refuse to open your mouth and teach it. So even though I'm a fantastic teacher, there's some people that will never understand what I teach. Not because I'm not good, but because they just don't like my style of teaching. I am not sent to them. I am not called to them. So there are people that are sent to you. There are people you are sent to. There are people that you must help for them to achieve greatness in this life. And it will be a shame when you die and you did not fulfill that. So I'm not like forcing my religion on you, but I believe so much in the fact that everybody has a purpose on earth, and God put us on this earth to help each other. Your knowledge is useless if you cannot pass it on to somebody else. Let me take that again. Your knowledge is useless, just like your salvation is useless if you cannot bring another convert to Christ. So if you understand that your knowledge is useless, when you don't share it, why won't you share it? Kick out that fear. Oh, I'm not fine enough. I cannot come on video. Go and do makeup. Now is it hard? Oh, my mouth bend. Straighten the mouth and come. Like really? It's just silly things we say. Oh, I don't know how to sell. Go and learn how to sell. Nobody was born with sales in their blood streams or blood vessels, right? Like all the limiting beliefs, all the mindset blocks that you keep telling yourself, they are stopping you from helping somebody out there. Because I'm assuming that you haven't monetized because you don't like money. Let's say you don't like money at all. You don't wanna have a 30 billion in the account. But then there are the people that you are supposed to help that you are not helping because you have refused to open your mouth to teach it. It don't matter if you don't know tech. It don't matter if you don't know how to design. It don't matter if you don't have social media followers. All of that doesn't matter. Get your head in the right space. When you come into the course, we'll fix it all. With 400 followers, you can make money. With 200 followers, you can make money. Even without tech, there's bonuses in the course, 6 bonuses. One is a tech bonus. She teaches you how to create your website, how to create your sales page. Like, so literally, there's so many tools in the course that will help you get started. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you should be monetizing your knowledge, and it will be my utmost honor to take you through monetize your knowledge online course. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tricia. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We're still going to spend about 5 minutes to say some things while you're away, some things that I want to say behind your back.
No problem. I'm gonna leave the studio now. All right, guys. Take care.
All right, bye. Hey guys, what's up? Don't mind me, I didn't have anything to say. I hope this was valuable to you and for you. I mean, the whole point of what we do in community school is to enrich and empower creators to be able to pursue daring and thriving careers in content creation, right? And if you're not making money, you can't do any of these things. I left my job in 2019 to pursue this full time, and I haven't looked back. And it hasn't always been easy, I'll be very honest with you. And when there's no money, it's hard, right? And every penny I make, every amount I make because I show up, because I put myself out there in the way that I do like this. And you can do the same, right? So if you would like to register for the course right away, I've posted the link a couple of times. I'm going to post it again. If you I'm going to continue posting it on the Telegram channel. If you're not on the Telegram channel, you know, the link is also somewhere in this comment section. So you can have access, or you can just send me a DM if you're confused about any of this. Just send me a DM. Trisha has 200,000 followers, right? So, and she's launching the course, so definitely her DMs are a mess right now. So send a DM to me. Just send a DM to me if you have any questions, if you're confused about anything. Dump it on the community school discussion group, because there's a channel and then there's a discussion group that's connected to the channel. So just dump all of that here. Guys, you need to take advantage of this. If there's also an opportunity to pay in 2 installments. Early bird ends on Sunday. After Sunday, it goes back to full price. When you click the link, when you click on the link, you're going to see how much the full price is. I'm not even going to tell you. Just when you go, you see how much the full price is, and you know that you need to take advantage of this as soon as you can. Me too. I'm going to take advantage of all of this. So like if you don't, I'm going to leave it behind. Do you understand? If I'm rounding up now, If you found this valuable, please put a rocket emoji. I want to take a picture of your rocket emojis. Just put a picture of your rocket emojis and let me know that we're on the same page and that we all had a good experience or a great experience with this. Right? Let me know, guys, before we go home for the night. Let me know. Oh, I love it. Energy. I love the energy. I love the energy. Love the energy. All right, so this video is still going to be available for anyone who wants to review it, who wants to view it again. It's going to be available to watch several times on YouTube for the next couple days, and then we're going to take it off. Right? So knock yourself out. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Good night. If you met anybody in the comment section, tell them good night. Good night, Eniola. Good night, Fedola. Good night, Walope. Good night, Peter. Good night, Tosla. Bye, House of Just Imagine. Teniola, Hawa. Wisdom, Starboy. Chinazu, Salem. Wow, there's somebody with Salem in their name. Okay, I see you. I see you. Good night, y'all. Glorious Creed. Good night. Good night, Uchino. You guys are amazing. You guys are loved. All right. Bye.